So my man Machine Gun Kelly further signified that he is indeed coming back to rap and that he could always rap with a new track, Renegade Freestyle, which is him freestyling over the Eminem and Jay-Z song Renegade, the beat that they use. And don't get me wrong, guys, this is a fire fucking song. This is a perfect way for him to tell us that he's coming back to rapping again. I mean, he kind of hinted that he was coming back to rap with a few other features he did, but this is him further cementing that he is indeed coming back to rap. And yeah, guys, this track is fire. I highly recommend you go listen to it, but there's one thing about this song that I feel like not a lot of people noticed until recently when when the song started blowing up. He dissed Jack Harlow. He basically said that, you know, Jack Harlow stole Drake's flow in all of his older songs and that Drake wants his flow back and, you know, he jacked Drake's swag or whatever. And, you know, honestly, don't get me wrong, I also love Jack Harlow. I think he's a really solid artist, even with, like, you know, some of the flops that he's dropped, especially his last album before Jackman, Come Home, the Kids Miss You. I love Jack Harlow. I always thought he was a really solid artist, and I love that's what they all say, but I don't think Jack Harlow is going to have the balls to respond to MGK, especially because MGK is such a much more prominent artist in the scene than Jack Harlow, mainly just because Jack Harlow's a lot more of a recent artist, not saying that he has less talent, even though I do think MGK has more talent than Jack Harlow, but I really don't think Jack Harlow is going to have the balls to respond, mainly because I do think if he did, there would be a repeat of the MGK and Eminem beef, except this time MGK wins and Jack Harlow, you know, goes into MGK's shoes and loses. I don't know, man. It's all kind of weird. Plus, I always thought they were friends because I remember a couple years ago, MGK dropped a What's Poppin' freestyle, and in the video, he literally called Jack Harlow and asked him, like, if he could send him the beat so he could do a freestyle over it. So I'm kind of curious to hear what happened. I don't know if maybe it's a publicity stunt, like a lot of people think the Eminem beef was, or maybe something happened behind the scenes that we don't know about. Either way, I hope, you know, either Jack or MGK will explain it in some way because I'd really like to know. Or maybe not even Jack knows what happened and MGK just kind of dissed him out of nowhere. Maybe MGK has some, like, personal beef against him. I don't know. Either way, it's a really fire song, and I'm curious to see what stems from, you know, that line in particular, because I would love to see another MGK beef again, especially if MGK's winning. Like, come on. MGK, you know, he didn't win, obviously, the Eminem beef, like a lot of people say. A lot of people say he switched genres or whatever, but I'm curious to see what's going to happen from, you know, from this track. Either way, though, 9 out of 10 track. Jack Harlow, I love you, but you better look the fuck out.